Namaste! Grand Rising, Big Cat. Welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or messages. Well, this message today is my testimony. Have you ever faced something so devastating and life-altering that it could have broken you? Well, Big Cat, yes, I did. I'm here to share my testimony about how I faced a challenge that nearly took everything from me. My stroke, and how I came through it victorious and stronger than before. You see, bestie, when God's hand is on you, no fire can consume you. Let me tell you about Job. Job was a man who had everything. He had wealth, he had family, he had health. But then everything was taken from him in an instant. His health failed him, his family was gone, and he lost everything he worked for. But you see, Job, he did not, I repeat, did not curse God. Never lost faith. Even when he was at his lowest, when people told him to give up, he held on. Job endured suffering, loss, pain. And in the end, God restored everything to him. Double for what he had before. Job's trials didn't break him. They reversed his energies, darling dears, but they also revealed his strength and his faith. Now, let me tell you about my trial. On the 2nd of July 2024, I woke up to a stroke. The left side of my brain was affected. I lost my words, my ability to communicate, and the doctors, they didn't give me much hope. They told me I'd struggle to speak again, that my recovery would be long and uncertain. But just like Job, I didn't give up. I didn't accept their prognosis because I knew God had other plans for me. The stroke took my words, my ability to read, but with a faith the size of a mustard seed, I began that journey to reclaim them, every single one of them. I taught myself to read again, and I was lucky to have screen speech that you can highlight words and it can read it to you. And I was able to get those words read to me so that I could relay them back in my... Listen, I went through it, blood. I sure did. I did. I had to teach myself to speak again. I covered myself with faith, stepping blindly into the unknown, but knowing God was guiding me every step of the way. It took weeks to regain what I had lost in the blink of an eye, but I didn't stop. While I was still recovering, still healing, I still kept posting videos. You're like, say what? Yes, I still did. I used my screen speech. Listen, I was up against it, darling dears. I was. It took me possibly even 24 hours to produce one video, darling dears. One video. And in some days, I was posting 2 videos. Oh my God. I went through it, darling dears. I really did. Because that is part of my role, to be in service to others. The videos still posting, it kept me going. I could barely speak. Like I said, I used the screen speech. And it pushed me. Even in the midst of my fire, I did not quit. Because winners never quit and quitters never win. The fire that they, them and wanted to execute me with. The fire that they wanted to break me with, ending up building me better than the cat I ever was before. I didn't come out of the fire alone. I came out filled with strength I didn't even know I had. Just like Job, my trial didn't destroy me. It revealed my resilience. And let me tell you, that and only that is the power of God. Bestie, my story isn't about survival, it's about victory. Because every time I was triumphant and was able to post a video, every time I taught myself a new word, I was proving that no matter how hot the fire got, I could not be consumed. Because God had a plan for me that was bigger than any diagnosis. Big Cat, I am living proof that no matter how tough the battle gets, how hot the fire gets, you can come through it. You can overcome anything with faith the size of a mustard seed. I came out of that fire unburned, and I'm standing here stronger than ever. And I am here to remind you, there is no fire big enough to burn down the plans that God has for you. No matter how hot things get, I will never quit, because God's got me as God has got you. And that's why I keep pushing through. I cut and I go through, darling dears. Remember Abraham Lincoln's words, ever forwards, never backwards. Who wants to be Salt Bae, Lot's wife? This is why I kept posting, keep posting, to show myself and the other big cats, you can overcome anything, darling dears. But you have to believe in you, believe in what you truly deserve, and know that God has got your back. Until we meet again on these tarot or astrological screeds. Big Cat wave!